I said, "Hey, Dio, why are you holding on to that lantern, man?" He brought it up to me and asked, "Are you an honest man?" I replied, "Dio, are you a struggling man? You live in a pipe, that's no place for a man." "Oh, that's a jar," he replied, "a good hope for all man." But that might be confusing, so let's pick up where this began. Just know that no matter what, he just always does what he can. Little Dio is not above a little fraud, let's not kid. He told me I'm gonna buy a goat, a kid. So he took some metal and melted it down, who's this gonna kid? When it was time to get caught, he said, "Oh, all around, I was just kid." To which him and the cop said, "Get out of here, kid." He was not above a little humility, so that's what he did. Dio explained to me I'm part of the earth. To keep the economy going, a man's gotta dig in the earth. But now I was convinced he was the strangest guy on earth. I looked at him like it harnessed wind, fire, and earth. Is it true the struggling ones inherit the earth? He surprised me when he said no. It actually all depends on birth. I think he got the sense I was starting to dog. Especially when other people threw stones and called him a dog. And of course when they put him to work, it just dog. You'd never hear his hammer, just the barking of a dog. He told me of his bosses, if you don't watch them closely, they'll turn dog. It got me thinking, why is life such a slog? When I kept asking why he lived like this, he gave me the finger. So I reported the police, you gave the wrong criminal the finger. When Dio was questioning his beard, he started to finger. The cop said, "How much poison?" He said, "Pour me a finger." The cop swallowed it himself, being all thumb and finger. Dio and I realized that this is not the right place to linger. The next day I saw Dio spraying on a rock. "Can't do that, they'll chain you to a rock." Or he said, "You can captain a boat that does not rock." He's gonna color the world with the phrase, "I rock." I asked him what made him do this. He said, "Well, rock." I told him the guillotine's coming back, the chopping block. The well-wishing wizard was asking, what does it mean to be me? I asked Dio, who said, "Please don't tempt me." I said, "I'll do anything, don't try to take mine and me." The wizard sneered at poor Dio, "You're nothing to me." Dio just held up his pet chicken and said, "This is you, and this is me." And well, the wizard, you should have seen his eyes glow with glee. "I've got to be me, get out of my way," said the very special general, used to get in his way. Dio just sat there, as was always his way. The general asked him, how do I live life the right way? Dio smiled and said, when you take a car trip, don't take the wrong way. The very special general held his head in his hands, leaving in dismay. I bowed to the statue and it still won't give me what I want. I'm begging you, please, Dio, don't leave me in want. And do not give me that nonsense that it is a need or a want. Dio laughed at all my problems as he was wont. He pointed to the bag and asked, is there anything I can make you want? I asked him, what are you gonna do? Bring me to the font? Dio suddenly exclaimed, oh, this wine is getting old. I checked the bottle, and it was only 33 years old. He whispered, I stole it from a classmate of old. Let's see if he notices in his house that is old, or if he is looking for the sock, the good old, because he loves nothing more than to find someone to scold. Why burn the scripts? I could not get. He told me if you don't keep me warm, this is what you get. He warned me if you look too close in your eyes, it'll get. I stared at the fire and wondered what out of it I would get. The sundial was off, so it was too late to get. The soldiers started mocking me for forgetting to aid and abet. When Dio was hard up on cash, he did not fall. It did not bother him to see the government fall. He always told me things will be normal again next fall. I wasn't so sure we would survive until nightfall, or if we'd ever get to see another natural waterfall. I thought for sure soon we'd be thrown up against a wall. Finally, I was able to ditch Dio and go. I tricked him, bested him in the ancient game of Go. I saw the opposite man and thought to have a nice go. He was huffing and puffing with his heavy pack that won't go. When you forget yourself, you start to collect. It's the way things go. You know, people like that are always looking for new plays to stow. When I finally saw Dio again, he was on strike. His bowl had been broken when he'd been dealt a strike. He'd forever fly in fits of rage when the thought would strike. He was down to nothing, and it was apparent when the clock struck. When I finally offered him something, he said, "Off my list, you I will strike." The last I heard, he was lost when he'd head off on a hike.